The world embraced remote work. It is efficient, it is flexible. It allows us to experience the potential for new opportunity to broaden our horizons. But as usual, as technology brought us new opportunities, it also brought new risks and challenges to overcome. But, and there's always a but, isn't there, this shift also flung open the doors for a new breed of fraudsters. These aren't your garden variety email scammers. Oh no, these are individuals and in some alarming cases state-sponsored groups exploiting the digital distance. They are crafting elaborate schemes to infiltrate companies, steal data and make a dishonest buck. The very nature of not being in the same room has, unsurprisingly, made it easier for people to pretend to be someone they're not. It's a problem. A big, growing, complicated problem. One of the most brazen forms of this new fraud involves the use of entirely fake identities. Imagine hiring a top-tier software engineer. Their resume is impeccable. They ace the remote interview, or so it seems. But the person you've just onboarded doesn't actually exist. Or worse, the identity they're using belongs to an unsuspecting victim. These phantom employees are often after more than just a paycheck. They might be targeting sensitive company information, intellectual property, or looking to install malicious software. The motivations can range from simple financial greed to sophisticated state-sponsored espionage, as seen with operatives from North Korea. Then there's Polywork, or as some less charitably call it, overemployment. This is where an employee secretly juggles multiple full-time jobs, and crucially, these jobs often have overlapping hours. Remote work has become the perfect enabler for this. How can one boss know you're simultaneously on the clock for another company, or even 2 or 3 others? The primary motivation here is, quite obviously, financial. More jobs mean more salaries. With the rising cost of living, some see this as a clever workaround. But it's a dangerous game, often violating employment contracts and leading to a significant drop in productivity for all employers involved. This isn't just about a few cheeky individuals trying to pull a fast one. A 2024 report by Owl Labs indicated that a staggering 46% of employees are engaged in at least one side hustle. While not all side hustles are undisclosed full-time jobs, the report highlights a growing trend towards multiple income streams, with some individuals indeed holding several full-time positions simultaneously. Online forums like Hacker News and Reddit are filled with discussions about Polywork. Some defend it, but many others point out the ethical quandaries, viewing the misrepresentation of working hours as fundamentally dishonest and a scam against the companies paying their salaries. It's a breach of trust, plain and simple. From the human resources perspective, the rise of remote work fraud is a veritable nightmare. The traditional methods of verifying a candidate's identity are suddenly much harder. Digital documents can be expertly forged. Deepfakes can make video interviews deceptive. The No.B.4 case, where an AI-enhanced photo was used, underscores this vulnerability. HR teams are now grappling with the increased risk of hiring individuals with malicious intent, potentially leading to severe reputational damage, legal liabilities from immigration violations, and devastating confidentiality breaches if fake employees access sensitive, personally identifiable information, PII, of customers or other staff. For IT departments, the stakes are incredibly high. A fraudulent employee, especially in an IT role, often has privileged access to critical systems, as seen in the No.B.4 incident where the operative attempted to deploy malware. The internal threat is potent. The attacker in that case even used a Raspberry Pi to try and circumvent security. The risks extend to massive data breaches, theft of valuable intellectual property. The FBI has noted North Korean IT workers have successfully exfiltrated proprietary AI code and crippling ransomware attacks. IT teams must now operate under the assumption that an insider threat could be an imposter from day one. To combat this rising tide of deception, mitigation strategies must be robust and multifaceted, starting with human resources. HR departments need to significantly strengthen their hiring processes. This isn't just about one extra check, it's about multi-step identity verification. Live video interviews are a must, and for high-risk roles, biometric verification should be considered. Training HR personnel on the specific indicators of fraud, like those outlined in KNOB-4's North Korean IT worker threat, 10 critical updates to your hiring process, is essential. Promoting an ethical company culture, where employees understand the seriousness of these issues, is also key, as the ACFE notes that regular anti-fraud training demonstrably reduces losses. Robust onboarding and offboarding controls are non-negotiable. IT security departments play a critical role in defense. The principle of least privilege access must be rigorously enforced. Employees should only have access to the systems and data absolutely necessary for their jobs. Constant monitoring of company devices for unauthorized software, such as remote desktop tools or unexpected multilingual settings, is vital. Network security needs to be enhanced with tools like Privileged Access Management, PAM, and Multi-Factor Authentication, MFA, ideally with contextual data. Furthermore, it should have appropriate technical controls in place for managing and blocking non-company communication platforms for work-related activities to prevent data exfiltration or unauthorized collaboration. Every digital door and window needs to be checked and double-bolted.